the age of AI.
Whoa, am I on live? Oh shit, am I really live? Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is True Powers Minds. This is TPIM SR Live. Today's date is March 20th, 2019, the year of our Lord. I want to thank the Most High for yet again allowing me to make another show. All right, I want to start off, and this is a link I was sent by, hold on, by a confidential informant. And I'm so glad that they sent me this link. It's a very short deal. This gentleman here, I believe, is running for president of the United States. And what he's talking about is pretty good stuff. Let's see.
We're entering the age of AI. We're going to have self-driving cars and trucks in 5 to 10 years. 30% of malls are going to close in the next 4 years, thanks to Amazon. 2.5 million call center workers in the U.S. are going to get replaced by AI. There's a study in The Guardian that said the median African-American household net worth is going to be zero by 2053, like in 34 years. You guys see that study?
No.
Well, yeah, you should look it up. And so why are they forecasting that African-American net worth is going to go to zero? It's because of this economic tidal wave that is coming. This economic tidal wave is going to wipe out many working class jobs. And it's going to be the equivalent of a natural disaster. And we know what happens in a natural disaster. Who suffers? Poor people that don't have the resources, people of color. And the same thing is going to happen in this. So that's why I'm running for president, is I can see the tidal wave coming very, very clearly.
Wow. Now this is, hey, Brother Kenneth, Brother Nick, welcome to the show, guys. We got the live studio audience in the mix in the background. So it might get loud from time to time. Just bear with everything. Hey, what's up? 144000. Kaya Jones, welcome to the show. The thing I want to talk about today is either we come together on this economic safety net, free money for all, or like this gentleman's saying, 2050 rolls around and we're sitting on zero. Robots are going to take over a lot of manual positions. Heck, even one day, there might be a robot you can send up in your house and do what I do for a living. And that's a good thing, because it's progression. We can't stay stagnant forever. We are not the Amish. We have to progress into the future. Robots aren't skilled as the human mind is. That's absolutely right, Nick. For now. But don't forget, before I got this computer, if I was to have a business, a small business like I have, I would have had a secretary to keep all the records and paperwork. I do all that on program. The soft side of the robot. The AI is getting prepared. DeepMind and all that is getting prepared. What's up, Brother King James? Welcome to the show. We must be a special people. Their existence and have hunted down brown people. Well, that's very much true. This is from 14400. We all need to get a small piece of land somewhere out in the country, so when the ships hit when the ships hit the fan, we can survive. Yes, the uniqueness and complexity to make an object smaller than us is counterproductive. Yes. Folks, friends, countrymen, and women, we are sitting at the start of the truly next era, where virtual reality, mini's going to shuffle in there and probably never be seen from again. There's going to be all kinds of distractions, all kinds of revelations, all kinds of secrets being told. And you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to open up the phone lines for just the callers. If you want to call in and voice, because YouTube won't put up a voice chat for all this. If you want to call into the show, here's the number. I'm going to post it in the chat room. For those who may be, hard of seeing or whatnot, it's 636-209-5044. Make sure the call in the thing's up. All right, cool. So it's open, and that is the correct number. All right, good. If a man has never been broken by the Lord, if he secretly cherishes his own ideals, demands, and hobbies, God cannot use him to become his untrustworthiness. Yeah, that's true. Listen, here's the deal. God made human being. Human being manufactures presidents and kings, bosses and slaves, those who have and those who have not. Because all the resources is here. All the resources have always been here. And someone will always suggest to you, if it was not for the ingenuity of the industrialist mind, none of this stuff would have came out of ground and manifest into the products we have today. That is truly the heart and the base of consumerism. It's this notion that none of this would have occurred unless people were exploited, people were used, and many people were abused and killed. Every product you have in your home, potentially there is blood on it, either from the point of extraction of resources throughout the manufacturing process, and perhaps even during the process of delivering from the factory to your door. People die at work all the time. If you're ever bored sometime, you need to go to YouTube and just type in oil rig disasters or oil rig accidents. And you see what roughnecks have to go through. Just so that you and I and the next man can use oil products from ranging from everything, from fertilizers to plastics to gasoline and jet fuel. Well, I'm not necessarily talking about, hey, brother Hunt, welcome to the show. I'm not exactly talking about the spillage, like the Exxon Valdez or the BP. I'm talking about the men and women sometimes working on the actual oil rigs, the oil derelict. And, there's all kinds of machinery going on, heavy equipment, cables and rigging all around. Stuff snaps. People get snapped in two. Hands get crushed. People get blown up. And that's people doing dangerous ass jobs that in reality, no one in their right minds would do if they didn't have to. How come we can't have robots do that job? And then on the flip the script side, we have a social safety net for all people. So you don't have to deal with the bigot at work. You don't have to deal with the haters out there. You can come together, pull your little money together, and make your own store and service the other folks in the community. Now, I'm not saying people need to quit working. Some people work because we actually enjoy having something to do. There's nothing more rewarding than going into a derelict home with an elderly person. That's the homeowner. They only got a couple of nickels. They don't know what they're going to do. Floor around the toilet's soft and rotten. They got all kinds of issues with their little electricity. But it's just through the grace of God, you happen to have the knowledge. You happen to have extra nails and extra wood and extra parts. Hey, Brother Murder, welcome to the show. And you can bless this person in ways that they never even think was possible. When you see those eyes swell up, when you tell grandma or grandpa, hey, you don't have to worry about this, ma'am. Sure, sir. You know, I mean, I tell you what, just give me $35 and I'll take care of your door for you. I'll take care of that sink for you because I got all this extra stuff over here. All I need is a little gas money to get out there. Show up with your tools. Everybody perks up. The energy's in the air. They'll start cooking for you. They'll start. You want something to drink? They'll get that good a whiskey bottle out back room, and then they'll just be so happy, sincerely happy that you helped them out. That's what I'm talking about, man. We gotta get to that point in humanity where the motivation isn't so much the money, because we have to have the money to operate, okay? But the motivation is helping people to just feel good. To just feel good. Now, of course, there's a dark side to that too. You can go in that home and do perfect work, and then somebody be talking about they're trying to sue you. You have to trust the spirit. You have to trust your guts. And at the end of the day, you have to deal with people that you can trust. Right now, the folks in office do not trust you. You're nothing but sheeple. You're nothing but useless eaters. You're nothing but peons. And you're nothing but peasants. But I'm here to tell you, you're none of that, and you will never be that. You are a child of a living God. You are a living being capable of infinite potentials, infinite realities. But the only thing holding you back, which is also holding your brother back and your sister back, is the way you think and the way you choose to attack this thing that we all have to battle, and that is evil in all of its nasty, irreprehensible forms. Misogyny, racism, bigotry, perversion, all that has to be dealt with and addressed. Self-checkout at several stores has been expanded while human cashiers have been reduced out. Just murder? What did... Okay, baby. Why do you think they want the robots? Robots don't get sick, King. Robots don't ask for more money, murder. Robots don't sass you or backtalk you, Brother Nick. That's why they want the robots. We're dealing with people who lost their humanity. Yeah, she is. She's hip on it. Just pay the utility bill and that robots will make you billions of dollars. Guys, it's not about billions of dollars, man. Haven't you not seen the story? Look at Michael Jackson's daughter. I'm not going to get into all that, but just look at her, Paris Jackson. Here her daddy had all this money. Here her daddy had all this fame. Here her daddy had all these people sending out their collective love to him. But yes, she wants to kill herself. She wants to harm herself. And you know she has access to money. You know she's never sat up there in the house wondering if the lights are going to be shut off today or tomorrow. Wondering if you're going to have something to eat or not. And the people that go through that still have the guts to get up and get out and hit it again. Do you realize that fans still get sick, robots? Or no, robots. They do realize that the fans still get sick, robots. Well, robots can malfunction, obviously. All right? robots can break down. Hey, Tra, welcome to the show. They're about to give out hundreds of trillions to suffering American citizens. Wait. Where are you getting? They're about to give out hundreds of trillions to suffering American citizens? What do you mean? They can't save lives. No. Oh, not. Yeah, no, they're not. Yeah, they're not. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, they're not. Because the game plan is, from their point of view, unfortunately, they feel the world would be better off without many of us here. And you know what? If there was some way for them to, build a rocket ship and leave the Earth, or some way for us to build a rocket ship and we leave the Earth or whatnot, I wouldn't go. This is my home planet. This is my origin story. Personally, I'm not talking about people coming from. I'm talking about the moment I became self-aware, the moment I realized I was alive, the moment I realized I had infinite potential was right here on Earth. And this is my starting point. And it should also be yours. And with that type of logic and that type of reasoning, I believe we can build upon that, build a true, let's say, association that's no longer just statewide, no longer just national-wide, but internationally, global-wide. In a minute here, folks, the internet is truly about ready to get shut down. Not shut down in the fact that you can't go on and operate, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying the openness of it. Bandwidth will start being regulated and charged like a phone conversation. You remember the old school long distance phone conversation? Hello, Brother Murder, you have a collect call from bloop, bloop, bloop. Do you accept? And you're like, sure. And we rap for, 20 something minutes, and you get like a $10 phone extra charge on your bill. Well, that's what they want to do with the internet, because too many of you peasants out there are getting the right information, and you're starting to act on it. How would you feel, Tra, if me and you were let's say that me and you were two global elites, all right? You're managing the medical side, and I'm managing the military side, and we're at some little soiree party, and we're hearing the peasants talk about your vaccinations, and we're hearing the peasants talk about my military-industrial complex. That would be quite exciting to us. These peasants aren't supposed to know about that. They're supposed to be thinking about the latest Jezebel and what she's allowing to be shown on stage. You're not supposed to be getting knowledge that things are not as they seem. You're not supposed to be getting knowledge the only way to happiness is through being a complete human being, both economically and spiritually and physically. Not just both, but all three. Peter J. Grace, Knight of Malta. Wow. Look. Hey, what are you two doing? Don't be getting into the stuff. I'm almost scared to talk about the Knights of Malta, guys. Last night, as many of you was here last night, I actually had to go out to the car, empty out all my tools, check the car, make sure nobody was around it. During the live broadcast, someone thought it was a good idea to start meddling with my car. Obviously, they ran off into the darkness because I'm talking to you right now and I'm not being arraigned or something crazy. What I want to say is this, man. If you choose to steal, if that is your conscious choice, you're like, man, I'm not going to work for my shit. I'm going to see other people. I'm going to clip them. I'm going to gank them. You're really doing a disservice to all, man. Because half the time, really, if you actually just talk to people, I don't know if you know, you just talk to people. Just be like, straight up, man, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. I need help in this aspect or that. People will willingly help you, man. And this is for boys and girls. They will willingly help you if you're real. But to sit here and take it upon yourself to try to steal something from somebody, especially somebody who probably is just in the same economic situation you're in, it may look like they got money, it may look like they're doing something, but they're just struggling from payment to payment just like you are. To steal from someone like that, you're a total piece of fucking shit. And you deserve whatever you got coming. Now, I had been ripped off once before where they took my damn tools, all my tools out of my trunk of my car out there in California. They only left me with my framing hammer and nail bags. Thank God they did, because I was able to go on to work and still work that day. And all my hand tools, you know, my speed square, my chalk box, all that, all my hand tools in my bag was good. But the rest of it was not. You know, I had a bag that was easily worth $500. It was, you know, back in the day, the cordless, it was when this stuff really came out for industrial. It was a circular saw, a sawzall, and a drill, and another deal all in one. And I had like 4 batteries extra in there. And then they took my warm gear, fucking stole that bitch from me. Stole both my hammer. I had some Renobi hammer drills. Those were a nice pretty penny. They stole all that shit from me, man. And I was out in California. I didn't have no money at that time. I was renting in this like mini mansion. I was renting a room in there, and it was like $500. No, $600 a month. All right. It was like I was attacked. Right after my tools got stolen, I finished up this job with this company. They let me go. I had rent coming up. I only had like maybe $1,200 or so in the bank at that particular time. But I had other expenses, you know, shit. And that thing really messed me up, man. Now, do I have hate in my heart for the young people that did that to me? I don't really hate them per se. I hate the action. I hate being the guy, the victim. And I hate the fact that they had to steal to begin with. Now, there's a difference between someone stealing because they poor and they need shit or they desire shit. Yo, fuck that. People need and desire things, and that's what it is. But it's different when you're wealthy and you're stealing. That shows your character, your very being is totally debased. Now, if you're poor and stealing, man, I don't care what anybody says. When you get hungry and you're walking in that grocery store, and you pick up that apple and you eat that apple while you're walking around the grocery store, that's because you're hungry. And if people look down on those people, well, that shows something's wrong with you. That's why it's so important that we have a safety net for all people. I know a lot of people are on this reparation kick, but if you want the reparation, it has to be a human rights. Once again, man, we're not going to go nowhere where we try to say just for us, because people are going to say that's just racist. Why are black people fucking blah, blah. So let's diffuse all that right from the jump. Boom. Let's just get that out the way. It's not just for us. Of course, we will benefit from it. It's for everybody. Poor white folks, poor Indians, poor Jewish folks, if they exist. Poor anybody gets a basic pay so that they don't have to go out here and steal. Gets basic pay so that they can have a little dignity too. Get basic pay. so that you, being an entrepreneur king, you can make a little store somewhere and people actually have money to come up in there, or credits on their card or on the chip in their hand, to go up in there and do business with you. But this is not the long-term answer, because ultimately, guys, I'm telling you, as surely as the sun risen today, the liberal New World Order will come to be. People will be chipped. You will not be able to buy or sell without said chip. Greetings, Brother War. Welcome to the show. And we're getting a full house today, y'all. We have to realize that we have brothers and sisters who are disabled right now. They got bad backs, they got bad knees. They may have mental problems, they may have a bad, weak heart or cancer. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to have people who would actually come to those people's homes and help them? Not because that's their only way to eat, but because they have that much love. And there are people out there, they have that much love and empathy in their heart. They're not going to abuse these people sexually. They're not going to steal from these people. They're going to treat these people with dignity and kindness, the elderly, the sick. Wouldn't it be nice to have that? We won't ever have that in this situation, because people only going to get out of that bed and come and help you as long as there's something going into that bank account. And if that is not going on, then that's when society collapses. The society I'm talking about is uncollapsible, because it requires you to willingly want to participate, willingly want to be engaged. Not work and you eat. You don't work, you won't eat. We won't have that. What we deserve until the Lord returns. We won't. Yeah, I get you. I get you, murder. We will not have that until the Lord returns. But right now, the old Lord's children of this world, the old rulers' children of this world, are running amok. See how that says, hold on. See how that says right here, humanity first? They take out everything from the N going that way and from the T that way. It's just I first with these folks. True, you're going to get chip when it becomes a requirement. Barbara, no. I'm going to live off the land as long as I can. And when it's my time to go, it's my time to go. The only way to prepare yourself for what's about to come is by realizing you are going to perish anyways, and make that conscious choice that you choose to perish like a real man or woman. I choose to perish with no alterations to my physical body. I don't want no implants. I don't want no brain chip enhancements or none of that. I want to die as the man that I was, the human being that I was born. I hear you. I will resist, but it will be yes. And I'm prepared, Barbara, sister. I'm prepared, sister. Just like last night when I ran outside, I did get my little tool with me, and I ran outside to investigate what was going on. If that would, not trying to sound like some stupid, badass or nothing, but as a man, and the type of man I was trained to be by my daddy, is you don't run away necessarily from trouble. You analyze it, you understand what you're dealing with, but you have to deal with it. Now, I wasn't going to last night when they were messing with my car out there. I wasn't going to look at my wife over there and say, hey, go out there and see what's going on. I'm doing a live show. And I'm so thankful for this audience. I'm so thankful to the Most High for you guys and gals and everything in between that listens to the show. You guys were so understanding that I needed to bring in my tools. I really couldn't do the show as long as I wanted to. And then I was, that after that happened, my whole energy level was just everywhere. The adrenaline pumping. Don't know what you're going to see. You don't know who, there could be several people out there. Hopefully it wasn't more than 10, because that's all I had in my magazine. But the thing about it is, like King James says, we need to go to veggies and fruit anyways. I mean, don't give up your meat. Look, I know it is what it is as far as the animal cruelties and the corporation confinement situations, which is horrible. It really is. These poor animals are confined. They never see the sun. In some cases, all they live in is their own filth. Keep a rusty high point on you at all times. Well, there's been a couple upgrades, but yes, keep something on you. High Point's a very inexpensive gun. But once again, this shows the economic disparity. I mean, I don't know about you, Brother Murder. I don't have $1,200, $1,400 for a brand new AR-15. Now, sometimes you can find them for about 8 or 9, sometimes, but you still got to throw in tax. I don't got that kind of money. Shoot, I got to get money for shoes and blue jeans that my son just, for whatever reason, buy little man new shoes, and they're like 2 months later, boom, brand new more. It's not even hard to be meat. They grow it in. You know what? I tell you this right here, Sister Barbara. I would never knowingly eat lab meat. I would just as soon run outside with my boy's BB gun, pop me a squirrel, gut them, clean them, and cook them over an open fire in the backyard, than eat some lab-grown meat. I'll definitely go in the woods or go over to a buddy's house and get some deer meat before I do that. And then you're like, well, what about the rotting disease, the wasting disease? Well, what about the disease they're putting in the damn food to where if you don't eat that food, you die? No squirrel, please. It wouldn't be my first choice, Brother King. But it'd definitely be on the menu, along with every other, non-human entity. Sometimes we have to come down our little food chain snobbishness. The situation occurs, sometimes you might have to pop a frog, eat a little worm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know what's the future holds. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I got a phone call. Hold on. Hello? 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 That's incredibly odd. Got a phone call from Kansas. I don't think I haven't contacted no one from Kansas in a minute. Nope, no squirrel for me either. Squirrel's not that bad if you put a lot of salt and pepper on it. But, what about fish? Is that more to you guys' liking? We can run down there to the lake, get some catfish, or we go down there to the creek and get some perch. You know what I'm saying? There's always food sources all around you. What about when the summer comes? You got the mulberry trees. Most major cities have mulberry trees throughout them. Fish are full of microparasites. Oh my God, Jesus, guys. I mean, hey, come out of there. Come out of there now. All right, you guys going back in Bubby's room. Now, a lot of those microplastics Unfortunately, murder's right. Now, where I'm living at out here in the rural area still, it's relatively clean. But let's say that you was around these major cities or any of our major rivers, that's something to be concerned with. Yes, the plastic gets in there, as long as you gut them, a lot of plastic's in their gut still. Now, some of the chemicals are leached off into the meat. That is true. Okay? I'm for fruits and veggies, but never wildlife. That gets disease too. But see, in North America, the only problem with the fruit and veggies deal, what are you going to do during the wintertime? What are you going to do during wintertime when you have no access to fruits or veggies? You're just going to migrate to another locale? Now, if you're lucky enough to get snuggled in, say in San Diego, where it's kind of, or Florida, or and a lot of the part of deep south where you can kind of do things all year round, okay, that's cool. Dry beans, okay, that's cool. That is cool. But that requires you better have a safe, secure place to store this, right? Now, right now, while everything's relatively cool, that's practical. But when they start saying, because don't forget, they have passed laws to really limit a lot of home farming activity. So when they're saying you better take this chip, we'll put credits on it, and this is what it is, you got to work, whatever. I'm fearful that a lot of us older folks are just going to be put down like dogs. We're no good there, no help. Everybody, is all in the I and no us. Slow down the intake or something. Well, I know this is a dirty word, but fasting. The concept of fasting. I have dried beans up and ass rice. Yeah, and that's great. Seriously. But now you also have to have fresh water, or else those dry beans and rice are useless. You have to have some sort of fresh water. And that reminds me, I have to hurry up and make that distill for you guys to show you how you can distill basically any water, make it fresh, and roll them. Because my whole thing is I want to see as many of you brothers, sisters survive as humanly possible. And I hope that you share with others. All right? Make sure you share this knowledge with others. Well, the thing is, King James, like everything else, it's an issue with money. I got to go out and physically buy the parts. I mean, I was looking for stuff I can scrounge around the house, but none of it would work. Got too much plasticky stuff. The main thing I'm really needing right now is that old school all metal tea kettle. The heart of the unit. Here, I'll just describe it for you. The heart of the unit would be an all metal tea kettle with the lid that you can obviously remove and the handle. You can use the handle to hang it from. Elevate situation so you can put a flame if you're outside, or if you're doing your tap water, trying to get the trying to basically get the chloride and the fluoride out of it. Now I'm going to show you the process to kill off the bacteria and get them out, and then I'm going to send off for the coral mine vitamin or whatever to turn any remaining fluoride or chloride into gas, and it's released from the water. They knew about the calcium in coral for years. It alkalines your body. It basically makes your body a very nasty place for viruses and bacteria to want to kick it in. And that's the beginning of all sickness. People run around here drinking all that soda pop. Soda has what? Acid. Acid goes in to your body, and it becomes like fertilizer for bacteria. Mark from Anaheim told us about bug out bags years ago. I listened. Yeah, okay, I get you. You know, that's awfully kind of you, King. In fact, hold on. Let me go and show you something. I'm gonna grab up something for you, and hopefully it's gonna. Hey, what's up, Sister Little John? Hopefully, well, I can't. Anyhow, I can't because the door's locked. Fuck. Um, I just germinated probably I really over probably about 200 tomato seeds. I went overboard. We had our tomatoes from last year. My wife saved some of the seeds and put on. Hey, what's up, Shogun? Welcome to the show. Saved the seeds and you know, so she wanted these because these were heirloom. Um, Brother Dimebag had given me a couple of tomato plants last year because, you know, as you all know, he's heavily into gardening. I mean, this brother is a green thumb. Has some of the most luscious, beautiful plants. I mean, you know, flowering plants, but then when he gets down on the vegetables, it's equally as impressive. I mean, he was operating out of his backyard in these beds that were probably like 6 foot by 6 foot, you know, raised bed situation. He was growing squash, green beans, peppers, there's all kinds of stuff, tomatoes. So he gave us a couple of those plants, and I put them out, and they were killing. Got a lot of tomatoes last summer. Well, this year we're gonna have crazy amounts. I mean, I'm gonna buy some mason jars. We're gonna can some stuff. I like tomatoes, a little bit of vinegar, salt, onions in there for myself, and can that. What's up, Leonard? Welcome to the show. And because I think we need to get back to the old way of not perverting, but preserving our food in some respects. Now, obviously, we have, you know, refrigerator, icebox, whatever. But man, putting all these chemicals, sprinkling it with all these juices, man, that's not the way to be. Question is, do you think our own loved ones who are serving in the armed forces will go against this? Absolutely not, King James. Absolutely not, brother. Don't ever believe. Listen, these young men and women, they go down there for the most part. I'm talking about the vast majority, the overwhelming majority of men and women in uniform are not fucking ate up in the head bastards. They're not haters. They're not whatever group. There are people who love the country. They love the idea. Greetings, Sister Hunt. Hey, if you guys don't mind, I want to replay this video. You know, I want to replay this video real quick. It's only a few seconds, and I think it is just that good that we can listen to it one more time.
We're entering the age of AI. We're going to have self-driving cars and trucks in 5 to 10 years. 30% of malls are going to close in the next 4 years, thanks to Amazon. 2.5 million call center workers in the U.S. are going to get replaced by AI. There was a study in The Guardian that said the median African-American household net worth is going to be zero by 2053, like in 34 years. You guys see that study?
No.
Well, yeah, you should look it up. And so why are they forecasting that African-American net worth is going to go to zero? It's because of this economic tidal wave that is coming. This economic tidal wave is going to wipe out many working class jobs. And it's going to be the equivalent of a natural disaster. And we know what happens in a natural disaster. Who suffers? Poor people who don't have the resources, people of color, and the same thing is going to happen in this. So that's why I'm running for president. Is I can see the tidal wave coming very, very clearly.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's nice. You got a little purse. That's awesome. Now this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. You're gonna be. What do you got? You got some books. You gonna do some reading? Yeah. Well, you guys go and play. I see you girls when you guys get back. Okay. Now this is. I like how this just popped up, man. This is actually excellent right here. Hold on one second. Let me scoot this over. So we can see it. Feudalism now and then. And that's where we're headed to. Let's just be real. Come on, man. Let's be real. We're headed to a new feudalist situation. If you're not in this, you're screwed. Yeah. And that's also true, brother. Listen. We're going to have, well, not we're going to have, we actually are having corporate feudalism, where you have SNL, Saturday Night Live. They can say whatever they're like, and they are protected under freedom of speech. You or I say something that is disagreeable, we get our account banned. Check it out. Snowden's mother, her Twitter account was banned. She came in, her baby, regardless of what you think of Snowden, whether, him being a transsexual or not is cool or whatever. Her baby. What the hell?
Your videos are in, and our competition is heating up.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's a horse. Let me, guys, see this? Thank you. Agenda 21. You're right, sister. Everyone who's not in that club. But most people are so caught up in this blinkering right now. They're not seeing what's really about ready to hit us all. Part of the war is the intelligent community. Mark always mentioned 3 factions of the CIA. Well, we can really just break it down to this here. Those who hate freedom and wanted to control you, and those who love freedom who want to liberate you. Everybody else is just different degrees of that. I know when I brought Snowden, I didn't touch shit and it just blasted me. I mean, this thing had been sitting there forever. Okay, well, come on. Let's go to where I got that information from. All right, hey, there's a dude I just had on Yang Uncut. So does that mean that they're gonna give this guy some sort of Chris Cook, no reparations? No, reparations for all, Chris. And welcome to the show, by the way. Reparations for all. Working on bugging out bag. Once again, what? All right, yeah, you two just go and play real quick. What about to say? This is what you really need in your bug out bag. At least 200 rounds of ammunition. Your best bet is to have, some sort of 22 with you. Very common round. 9mm, extremely common round. Even 45s, somewhat. But when we get into other calibers, I mean, there are a lot of rounds out there. Nobody's getting reparations. Yeah, that's true, Murders, and that's why I'm not even really going to talk about that issue. That'd be like me talking about butterscotch, fairy princesses. All right, that's irrelevant. I'm going to talk about things that you're going to need and that will affect you. All right, you're going to need rope. You're going to need those antibiotics that you're not using. Go to the store, get those that yeast infection cream, triple antibiotic stuff. If you have ladies with you, consider other issues. I'm talking about if you have to bug out and leave civilization, hit the woods. All right? A lot of you guys are not prepared for the potentiality. And also, you're going to need those thermal blankets, at least 10 of them, and duct tape. You're going to need both of those. Well, I would say get a Forever Light. You can buy them. Hold on. Let me do this. Bud K. There. Here, we go right here. I'm going to pull this up so y'all can see what you need to get. Hold on. Now, if you can afford it, that's something nice to have with a solar charging unit. Oh, come on, bud. You guys are killing me now. Trying to do some product placement for y'all. Let me see. Survival. Where's the survival stuff? Okay, hold on. Bug out. Now I'm going to show you like life straws. You're going to need that. Survival kits. And let's just go. Okay. Now here's what he was talking about. Water resistance. I guess you can kind of use that almost probably for a fishing kit. What is this? Water resistant kit. Yeah, now some sort of situation. Hold on, if you get, okay, cool, it's in here. It's inside. This situation here with all this bullshit, all this packaging. No. You need to learn to eat off the land. Now, I'm not saying don't get a big bag like that. Get a big bag. But see these prices? See this? You can do the same thing with a little cheap bag as well. All you need is something to strap on your back to carry stuff. Hold on. Let's go to close out survival. Survival. I don't want survival food. It's you need close out survival. And believe it or not, a shovel will be your best friend. You can cook on a shovel. You can dig with a shovel. You're like, cook? Yes. I mean, if you want to heat up something, and this is what I'm talking about. See, like right here, guys. $34, you get this charging panel. Now, don't forget, these things will wear out over time. But for $35, charge up your devices, because even though you won't have cell phone service, a cell phone will still be incredibly useful, especially if you're smart enough to leave data on there that's relevant to your situation. You have maps downloaded. You have maybe a compass program on there. Well, that probably require. You got to make sure whatever you download doesn't require internet connection. So any type of literature, maybe guides to what herbs are poisonous and things of that nature. Now, I did buy a survival guide off of here. Hold on. Ammo crate. Really, I want to show you. Oh, don't arm me. Now, if you're scared of mosquitoes, I do say get netting. But leave the sprays and shit alone. I love solar panels. Yeah, I mean, they're awesome. Chris, brother, they're awesome. They're the way of the future. Excellent point. Charging coming up. Good look. All right, now let's hold on. I want to get to the axis, what you need. I want to show you the weapon. If you can't afford a gun, listen. If you can't afford a gun because you're a criminal, or not because you're a criminal, because you're just too poor. If you can't own a gun because you're a felon, you got convicted. This is the next best thing. All right, for $9. You're like, oh, that looks chintzy as fuck. It is chintzy as fuck. But that son of a bitch can save your ass out there. Hey, Char, welcome to the show. I mean, I'm sure we do sound a little peculiar, no doubt. But that's only because you're blessed enough to live in a situation where you're immune to all this reality. But this is what I want to show you. $9, $10. You can use this, hit on the back. You can chop up wood with it, use a rock, you would hold the axe in one hand, hit the rock, bam, bam, bam. You can chop up wood with that. You can skin animals. You can skin fish. You can cut off bark for strapping. So many applications for this. Not even funny. It comes, like I said, now this is chintzy. It's, that's not even a quarter inch thick. But, for $9, you kind of get what you pay for. All right. But hold on. I want to axis. I want to show you a proper axe. Now, I have an East Wing axe. I don't need to chat with you. Now, I got some buddies that got this one here, the M48 Tactical Tomahawk. They say that fucker's badass. All right, $40. This here won't ride on you or nothing. It's held together 3 points. You have, hey, come out of there, guys. Close the door and get the baby out. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, there you are. All right, cool. All right, didn't have to go nowhere. All right. Machete versus axe. Your thoughts? Okay, machete is great as long as you get not the that long one. It's I forgot. Hold on. I prefer axe myself. All right, I like axe because typically, you know, you got that weight at the end of your swing when you're swinging at a tree. You know, I'm telling you, it'd be terribly hard. You can do it. I'm not saying it's not doable. You definitely can chop down a tree with a machete. It'll just take you forever. And I'm not talking about a little bitty 8-inch sapling. I'm talking about like a 12-inch or bigger tree. Something that you want to chop down and use to build shelter. Because at some point in time, you're going to have shelter. Now, in the short game, say you know, this is a short tragedy or something. Yes, a machete's awesome because you ain't going to need nothing heavy duty. You just want something small, or if you're in a warmer climate. But if you're in a harsh, cold climate, yes, you want something substantial. And you know what? Maybe I'll do a show. Maybe you guys will be interested in me going into the woods one day. I'll bring a buddy with me. I'll grab up some swords. I'll grab up a couple of my machetes. I'll grab up my axes, and we'll go out in the woods, and I can demonstrate to you the difference in the different shit. Now, the sword is only for, you would never use a sword on any tree or any hardwood, not even for practice. You know, swords are not meant for that. You're definitely asking for trouble. But axes and machetes, and then I can build like a little lean-to for you, natural, no rope or nothing. I'll show you how to find the right button. What, baby? Huh? You got something on your tongue. Go ah. Go ah. Let me see. Open your mouth. No, I need to see. Say ah. Go ah. No, don't spit on me. Just say ah. What are you doing? You got something here? Do you want a drink? Here, take a drink. You want to drink water? All right, take a drink. All right, now you're good. All right, now go sit down. No. This is my water. No, this is my water. Please, thank you. I share it with you, but you can't have it. All right, here, one more drink, and then you go. Just one more drink. There, now go. Go in brother's room and play. No more. Now stop. Gotcha. Definitely part of the art. Yes. 0 degree sleeping bag. Hey, Maurice, welcome to the show. That's why I said those thermal blankets are very important. You can use them as part of your little lean tube or your little temporary shelter. All right, I think I will do that. I will do that as soon as it gets a little warm. It starts getting a little greener out there, or maybe even this weekend I'll go out there and I'll show you, you know, tactically speaking, you know, how to, you know, kind of first survey the land, see where you want, because some places are easier to build than others. You know, sometimes you might not need a stone or axe or anything. Sometimes you might be able to use stone to build a little shelter that's substantial. And everything I build is always substantial. I can't build no flim-flam. It's just not in me to do that. All right, but this is step. Hold on, let me show you the filters. I want to show you the life straws. All right, life straw. Now these are great if you have a group. Now think about it. You'll have the primary distill that I'll show you guys how to build. Okay, you can find most of this at absolutely, Chris, absolutely. You'll have your primary like base camp, right, which will have the distilling and any other relevant things you may need going on, charging stations or whatnot. But you'll always want to keep your perimeter, and guys or gals on perimeter will need these life straws, and carry water because you won't be able to carry that distill just everywhere. You need to set it up and stuff. For 19, 20 bucks, all right? Now, you can get up to, which isn't really a lot when you think about it, but 264 gallons of water. And then just one little tube, man. I just got to survive. Excellent. Excellent, Shogun. That's what I'm talking about. Teach us what plants we can eat in a pinch. Dandelions you can eat in a pinch. Hold on. Let me jump right here real quick. We'll come back to this show here. Hold on. Where is what am I looking for? Oh. Check this out. Oh, come on. I can't. Edible weeds.
Here's a summary from Treehugger. Please eat the dandelions, 9 edible garden weeds. Dandelion, purslane, clover, lamb's quarters, plantain, chickweed, mallow, wild amaranth, and more.
All right, let's go through it. Dandelions, yes, do not kill dandelions. They're great for diabetics in a pinch. So the cinnamon that I heard, but I can tell you from personal experience that dandelions have changed my whole life. They turned around that situation for me personally. Now let's go over here. So hold on, I want to see what. So there's a little bit bigger. Okay, clovers, you can eat them. Pigweed, cooking bananas. See, some of these are probably not in my area. Now, dandelion, hold on. Let me go back. Wild lettuce.
According to Wikipedia, Lactuca virosa is a plant in the Lactuca genus, ingested often for its mild analgesic and sedative effects.
Reason why I brought that up. Now, I don't know about its nutritional value, but as far as like a painkiller, wild lettuce, opium. Okay, check this out. Hopefully we can watch this without YouTube banning me.
Just making this for my friends out there so they'll know the difference between what is wild lettuce opium, which you're looking here, these tall broadleaf plants, and dandelions. See a lot of thumbnails with people calling these dandelions wild lettuce opium, but they're not. This is the real deal. And I just want to give a little testimonial that I suffered for 10 weeks this year with a headache, and it was really horrific. And I ended up having to go to the hospital, the emergency room, to get some painkillers. And of course, they're real tight with the painkillers now. And they didn't want to give me but 9 of them, and there were some Percocets. The one they gave me at the hospital really worked. It's probably.
Listen to this fool. He's doing all this to get high, man. I don't care. Wait a minute. What, baby? Yellow what? There it is right there. There's yellow. I don't know what you're wanting. Well, hold on, baby. Hold on. The bottom line is he's not doing this for the right reason. He's just mad they gave his little ass 9 Percocets or whatever. He shouldn't be a doper. This should be for people, you fall off that bluff, you skin up your arm or something, you need something for the pain. That's what this should be about. All right? Because the bottom line is, if they would have gave this old boy the pain pills, he would have never made this video.
A good strong one. I think they gave me some placebos at the pharmacy, or some really weak stuff that really didn't work. And so I had to basically just every 3 days, maybe do a Percocet to kind of wean myself off that headache. And they stopped working after about, the fourth or fifth one. Maybe they were only getting rid of maybe 15% of the pain. And so I remember I had 2 grams left of some wild lettuce opium that I had bought from Latvia on eBay. And I'm going to be putting the link there. Here's some that has just, in one of the grow bags I've got, it just took off. I mean, it absolutely filled this whole bag up. So I'll be growing these. And they grow all around the property, but see, there's even some over there. There's some over there in the corner, some little ones. So anyways, I'm going to be growing these and extracting the tar from them. So I just wanted to point this out to you that
I don't feel comfortable watching this dude's video. I don't. No. He's just too tripping on the tar. He's not tripping. Thank you, Sister Little John. Thank you so much. He's not tripping on the. I want to get you guys somebody who's sincere, and they're talking about how. Here we go.
What we're going to do today is make some painkillers.
Oh my God!
We're going to use wild lettuce. I shall turn the camera around so I can show you exactly what wild lettuce is, if it will let me. So the painkiller is a little bit like opium. That's why they call it opium lettuce, because it's got that white milky substance, the same color as opium. If you smoke the stuff, you'll get high, euphoric.
Oh my God! No, I'm not. No, I want somebody. Maybe this guy. Man, all these dudes.
I'm very independent,
tripping,
and I want to
I'm sorry, guys. I can't.
As much as possible. The walking in, the low step.
I can't just have some dope head up here talking this crazy.
I'm Rich with AroundTheCabin.com, and today we're going to talk about wild lettuce. That's right, wild lettuce. That's going to include the opium lettuce that everybody sends me messages about. So, wild lettuces, they are what they say they are. They're lettuce. You can eat them. Now, I say that you can eat them, but it depends on the person. So, let's clear all this up real quick. First of all, I am not a doctor. Second, I did not stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. No. Go by. I know.
Okay. Can we just get one guy out here?
Hello. In the following video, we discuss anonymous, and this is Wild Edibles number 31. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about wild lettuce. But before we do that, I got to do the disclaimer, and I know it's looking a little weird, but I can't help it due to the sun. Of 3 different varieties. Stalk is about 1 inch in diameter. Variegated leaves, heavily variegated. Lobed, not variegated, lobed. Variegated.
Come on, guy, just shut the hell up and get.
Actually, I've got another one of them that's not as big. The other one right over here. And when they're really small. Okay. Now these, they're bitter. They're not fit to eat right now. But these, which is actually a different variety, which I do not have the name of, so I'm sorry. They're a lot like an arugula.
Go and get it.
I mean, they're pretty good.
Where's the bed?
Okay. I've got one more on the property, and we're at a good time, so I'm going to cover it too, so hang with me. Right, we're in a different part of the yard here, and this is another variety.
I just want you guys to be able to see what it looks like. I know you guys probably seen this out there in your own yard. All right, it's a very common plant, and you know what? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I just got to do it myself. I'm not liking these guys and what they're trying to how to make soap from wood ash. And that's might be interesting. See, look, this is what they're talking about. That's all they're talking about. That's all they're caring about, the pain relief. No, I'm talking about nutrition. Most of us are straight up starving. We're not eating nothing of nutrition. We're starving. You're fat as hell, but you're really starving. You're really malnourished. So let's see, maybe this one here, I'm going to give this the last hope. If not, we're moving on. Because I'm not going to sit here and watch these severe ulcerative colitis.
Are you okay?
And their craziness. Now look at that. Redneck.
Hey guys, so today we're going to do some foraging down here in South Texas. It's late spring, sun's coming up. It is going to be an extremely hot day, but we have a lot to show you out there in the forest. Let's get started.
What? What's wrong? Where you at?
This is a mesquite tree.
What's wrong?
It's not really a good year for it.
Come here.
We're still about a month early. What I want to show you are the beans.
What's wrong?
And they're about half the size they ought to be. Most folks know the mesquite from the wood. They use it for smoking, for barbecue. You can get mesquite croquettes and even mesquite honey barbecue sauce. So it's very desirable. But the pods here, these beans,
all right, come on, let's go and get your bottle.
a good portion of that's actually edible. And on good years, get 3 times as big as these are.
Or you just want me to hold you?
After a while, they'll swell up a little bit more. And when they start to dry out, turn tan with red striations down these beans, what you're going to find is that you can break it open, pop the little beans out, but eat all the pith in between each of those. And it's full of sugar. So mesquite sugar is awesome. Now, one of the other things you can also do if you have the right season, the right year,
greetings, brother
is
Albert.
take a knife, an axe, something, and damage the actual bark on these mesquite trees. And what that can cause them to do is start to leak sap. So it'll start to just kind of drain out of them, and it'll congeal into pretty much pieces of amber. But you can take those, suck on them. They're going to be kind of like candy a lot of times. Different trees, different years. They might not be sweet. They might be really sweet. So it's hard to judge, but it's definitely something worth remembering. Let's keep. This is forest rose. This is one of the most important flowers out there. And I don't pick a lot of flowers, but this one's a good one to know. Now this beautiful, distinct red helix right here, that's all edible. Okay, so just pick it off. Make sure there's no bugs inside of there maybe, and pop it in your mouth and eat it. Same thing with these young leaves. Lots of roughage, good salad. You can just chew them up and eat them raw, or you can steam them up. Now, what's awesome about these, especially now that they're blooming and getting pollinated, is that within a month, month and a half, these bushes are going to be full of what are called forest rose apples. So they're about the size of peanut M&M, maybe a little larger. They turn orange to red. They crunch up like apples. They taste like apples. They look like miniature pumpkins, but again, red. And they are awesome. One of my favorite foraged fruits in the forest. And they continue producing all the way through November, December out here. So,
hey, go and get me the truck. Go in there and get me the truck.
It's a lot more refreshing and sweeter than you might think.
All right. So the overall gist of it, man, this dude's out here. He's eating off the land. All right. Now we can go. I'm gonna go kind of like to the end to kind of see everything that he was able to scrounge out there off the ground.
Pick from it whatever that year is going to give you. And that's the main idea. So out here, this is all wild. We didn't propagate. We haven't planted a bit of this. We're fortunate enough to be in an area that all this grows wild. There are a few areas that the wood-boring beetle grubs have decimated our forest, which is beyond tragic. I've since then started to plant a few trees in those areas, wild pecan.
Okay. Once again, guys, we all should know by now, the chip's coming. The bugs are dying from Roundup and all that, so you won't have natural pollinators. If you don't have natural pollinations, it's kind of hard to have a forest or a strong ecosystem. That's the folly of all the farmers back in the day talking about, I'm going to get that extra 10% of my farm yield by killing all them bugs with this hair and pesticide. And all they did was debase the land, debase the food, and I guess they made an extra couple of bucks minus how much ever the Roundup or whatever they use cost. Now it's easy. Look at this, son of a bitch. it's easy, you
Say
know,
hello to less. Less sugar Greek yogurt.
to be, hold on.
Hey, I created this beautiful logo for my bike shop with Wix Logo Maker. Check it out. Go to Wix.com.
I just want to know, before I show this, who's prepared to do that? This trap here, they're really inexpensive. Hell, I got a couple of them. I'll break them out sometimes, show you guys how to set them and use them correctly. If you do have a trap like this and you have a critter around your house you need to get rid of, the best thing to use is Church's chicken. Church's chicken. It gets them every time. They cannot resist it. I have not seen a raccoon or a possum that has stuck their nose up at a Church's dinner. All right, we don't want to see all the trap.
I don't usually carry a bushcraft knife or a big knife. Fillet knife, probably, if we're fishing.
Now, who's going to be prepared to do that? See what he's doing there?
Thanks, Zach Fowler, Maker of Mischief, YouTube channel. He gave me this shovel and it's signed, and I'm going to christen it right now.
Remember what I told y'all earlier? A shovel, you need it so you can cook, so you can cook with. I bet you that's what he's about ready to use. He's about ready to probably use that shovel as a skillet for this critter. Or I don't know. He might not be.
First time using it. Sharp too. Calling me in then? Yep. I get to not be the cameraman. I get to be the guinea pig. Yep. Yeah, it's meaty. The next one's a cricket. All right. And a grasshopper. You got a double. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's good. It's like it's got a little bit of fat. A bit. Yeah, like I don't mind it. 600 of those, you'd be like maybe more than 600.
Are you prepared to do all that? Is what I'm asking. When the collapse hits and you got to go out there in the woods, you got to, walk away from your home because there's no electricity, no water. Your neighbors are nutty. Are you prepared? The crickets were cooked. The dude had it on a stick and they cooked them for a few seconds. They were probably medium rare. But he's just, I think what he's doing right there is, I don't understand why he's doing it, but personally, I wouldn't waste my time. But I guess he's trying to get any of the parasites out of the fur or whatever, because I would definitely skin this little dang, because there's probably worms in its intestines. Get all that nasty stuff out of there. Take the meat, rinse it off somehow, and then cook it on an open fire. But I think these fools are going to make some sort of stew.
It was made for it. It was made. People gave us a lot of crap last time because we singed the porcupine before we gutted it. But singeing it doesn't mean you're cooking the animal. You're only getting the outside out. Like, the guts aren't cooked yet. They're not exploded, except for when Jeremy nicked it there not too long ago. But you don't have to gut it first. It's not the point. The point of singeing it is to preserve the skin part so that you can eat it, instead of just skinning the whole animal and discarding all the fat, which is what we want. The fat's in short supply. Yeah, collectible. So you're gonna try to wrap it in there and stuff it in that pot? It was made for it. It was made for it. Just like your ancestors used to eat groundhog.
No, let's be real. They wouldn't have cooked it, dog. They would have ate it raw. Now, these guys, this is horrible, guys. I'm going to tell you where they're messing up. Turn it down. No, I'm doing. Yeah, but I'm doing the show. I'll be done in a second. You're fine. Turn it down. What, you want me to turn up your little show over here? Here. There. You can watch your little show. Now, listen. Man, you need to cut off those nasty feet. You need to deskin this thing. You're going to get all that guts. Don't keep those nibbly bits. Throw that crap away. Feed it to your dog. Take that head. Get it out of there. These guys are tripping.
We know what's happening with the beaver.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to see what... See, I knew they were going to do a commercial. I just wanted to... Here, I'll put this one... Well, this is basically...
Auto parts.
Be at the bottom.
Look at that. Looks nasty. I'm
so
sorry.
The skin's edible. It doesn't taste like guts. No. You don't have to gut it first before you singe it.
Oh, just stop lying, guys. That tastes like horse shit. I can look at that and just know that that's nasty. And that's not what I'm talking about. That's... I mean, I know there's no parasites in it, okay? They're cooking it in water, so everything essentially is being boiled, all right? As we know, when we're dealing with virus or worms or parasites, that boiling will kill them all, but you're eating that. You know what I'm saying? You're eating that residue. I say you properly clean the animal. You skin it, throw the skin away, throw the guts away. You know, you can cook it in a stew pot if you like, but you know, this is where foraging for edible plants might be, because a lot of people ain't gonna do that, man. A lot of people don't have the stomach. And another thing that you guys are missing here, another thing, and I want you guys to really realize this, because it may be deeply unsettling: the smell. If you're not used to this type of action here, when you start gutting and skinning these animals, the smell, there's a certain smell in between horrible, nasty funk and death. It's because that's what you're dealing with, is death, all right? So, yeah, just keep that in mind, all right? Let's roll out of here and let's get natural plants in North America, because that's where we have to be concerned with. I mean, if you're gonna escape to Central America, Latin America, South America, you might want to get information and stuff, or wherever you plan to ultimately escape to. You need to know that region, because all this stuff changes from region to region. Hold on. 20. What the heck is wrong with these people? You know, what about this natural edible plants? No, I don't. I know that's not edible.
Working now, baby, 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 watch me working now.
Hey guys, this is Josh here with Trillium Wild Edibles, and today I wanted to show you 36 wild edibles and medicinal plants that can be found all over the United States. There are a lot of wild edibles and medicinal plants in the U.S., with most usually growing right next to each other, so it's a good idea to learn as many as you can, because you never know what's around the corner. Like right now, for example, we're looking at this large white Trillium. These leaves would be edible. However, I wouldn't recommend picking the leaves of this plant because this plant is extremely rare, at least in Indiana. So I wouldn't pick them. However, it is edible. But around me, there are all kinds of other edible plants. Like here, for example, you can see a common greenbrier. These shoots right here are extremely delicious. These things are great raw. They're also really good sauteed in butter. That's my favorite way to prepare them, is saute them in butter with a little salt and garlic. They are amazing that way. Some other edible plants in the area include cleaver. You can see its four-petaled white flower here. This flower is extremely tiny. There's plenty of spice bush everywhere here. There's Canadian wood nettle here as well. Of course, there's garlic mustard, which I pulled up. There's Jack in the Pulpit with its extremely distinct flower and very unique leaf pattern.
Welcome to the show, Maurice.
Rosebriar growing in here. There's also false Solomon seal within the area. And if we come down by the creek, we'll find a lot of violets, especially white violets. You can see the flowers here, and you can see the leaves growing in. As you can see, these violet leaves are pretty good size. So between everything that I've just showed you here, you can get a substantial amount of food. All the while, you may be looking for mushrooms and not finding anything. All those different plants that I just showed you guys are right within that area, right at the end of my boken. So that's a really small area that you could have gathered a lot of food. And then here we are, just a few more steps away from that, and here's this really nice wood sorrel growing in. You can see just how large these leaves are. And again, these are going to be extremely substantial, especially when mixed with like all those violet leaves and some violet flowers. You know, cook up some nettle greens, have some of the garlic mustard. You know, you could actually walk out of here with quite a bit of food. You know, and there's some spice bush over there. You can make some spice bush tea and get yourself some food, something to drink. Right now we're looking at a raspberry, and I can tell this just mainly because it has this kind of like white, almost powdery coating along the stem. It has its distinct set of 3 leaves with teeth on the edge of the margins or on the edge of the leaf. And of course, just like any other bramble or raspberry or blackberry, it has thorns. Of course, there's dandelion here. There's a lot of broadleaf plantain. We have a variety of wild lettuce, which is getting ready to flower, as you can see here. It's got these little flower buds starting. And you can tell it's a variety of wild lettuce because of this leaf. Wild lettuce's leaves are very distinct, and another way that you can tell is the milky sap whenever you pluck off one of the leaves. I always like to pluck off one of the...
You know the reason why, brother? Hold on, I'm sorry for stopping, but I want to address this. Most black folks don't believe the collapse is coming. Until Ted Koppel or until, you know, whoever they are, Anus and Cooper, whoever they really trust and believe, says, hey guys, it's about ready to, you know, collapse. They're gonna believe the dream all the way to the end. Now, at one point in time, it used to be us that had all this knowledge, this different, you know, on the area, because we were doing the cooking, we were doing the medicine making, we were doing all that. We let it all go. I'm a believer trying to get it together. You'd be surprised what you do when you are starving. Isn't that right, Sister Hunt? And the only thing that saves us during the Depression is that blacks were sharecropper. Yep. You know, I want you guys, now this guy, what did he say? He was in Ohio or Indiana. Now, some of this may apply, but you notice he was down there by that little creek. Check this out. Hold on. Let's go back here. He's down here by this little, look at that. Now, that looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. That little creek right there. You know, I'm sure there's probably a few minnows, but all that stuff was up in this band around it. Wherever there's waters, there's life, man.
Blackberry, it has thorns. Of course, there's dandelion here. There's a lot of broadleaf plantain. We have a variety of wild lettuce, which is getting ready to flower, as you can see here. It's got these little flower buds starting. And you can tell it's a variety of wild lettuce because of this leaf. Wild lettuce's leaves are very distinct, and another way that you can tell is the milky sap whenever you pluck off one of the leaves. I always like to pluck off one of the small leaves so I'm not causing very much damage. And that's one of the best ways that I like to do a test. Now, this milky sap is actually bitter and toxic if you eat it in large quantities or consume it in large quantities, mainly because it contains opiates, which needs to be cooked out. Yeah, this is called lettuce, but it has to be cooked boiled in 2 changes of water before you can actually eat it. You cannot eat it raw. However, this plant has a much better use medicinally, and that's as a calmative or a nerve calmative or a sedative, and that's because of those opiates that it contains. There's also blackberries here. So there's raspberries, blackberries, dandelion, plantain, wild lettuce, all of that just right there in that small area. Then if we turn around, we find Daucus carota, or Queen Anne's lace, also known as wild carrot. This is an edible plant as well, just literally 2 steps away behind us. Underneath that, we have quite a bit of red clover. There's also a lot of white clover in the area as well, because it's a kind of a grassy area in between 2 tree lines. Here you can see the leaves of the white clover, and there you can see the flowers of the white clover. And again, those are edible as well. One of the varieties of mint that are right across the trail is bee balm. And here you can see the white flowers of mountain mint. Right below that on the edge of that field, we have black-eyed Susans, another medicinal plant. If I zoom in, you can really see the cone flowers right over there, which is another medicinal plant. We have poison ivy, which I'm not allergic to it, so don't freak out. But this is the notorious poison ivy with its distinct 3 set of leaves. Here we can see some yarrow flowers, which just barely passed its flowering stage at this point, but it's still perfectly usable. Yarrow you can use any time of the year that you find it growing, which is nice. Mind you, I haven't even began to talk about the trees or the shrubs. Like for example, right here we have staghorn sumac, or a variety of sumac to say the least. There you can see the sumac berry starting to form there. Oops, no you can't. There you can see the sumac berry starting to form, so we also have some sumac in the area. We're going to go up here, and then there's going to be a trail that's going to come, this trail is going to come to a T, and we're going to hang a right. And at that right, we're going to enter a huge field of more wildflowers. So I'll show you that when I get there.
All right.
Well, I didn't even get there, and I already spotted more plants right there. You can.
The point is, and Smith, I agree with you. Some white folks go camping, so they know some of these skills. Black folks will suffer. That's what hurts me the most. Because, you know, reason why? Let me jump over here to I want to show you. I want to show you what time it is. And this, you want to talk about hurt? This is what hurt me. And this isn't happening a million years ago. Hold on. Hold on. No, hold on. Let me go back. This is the problem that's really cracking, and no one wants to talk about this because it's unpleasant. You see that? We're too busy caught up in this foolishness to be concerned with what happens when all that blinkery comes crashing down economically. This is what's going to happen when there's no food. Help! I got a cheeseburger. Help! That's what's going to happen. I posted this yesterday. Good luck. Good luck fighting that mob. Good luck. You know, everybody wants to talk crap about country. Oh, country folks dumb as hell. They don't know shit. Dirt. Right. Country folks know we don't want none of that. Look at that. And this isn't when this is right now. This is like not years ago. This is now. Happening now. So you tell me how people are going to behave when they go down there to Safeway, they go to Walmart, they go to Winn-Dixie, they go to Ralph's, they go to Albertsons, they go to Snooks, they go to Dilberg's, whatever, trying to get that food that's not there. You tell me how are they going to behave? Do you think it's going to be, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Or do you think it'll just be a fist to your face? And look, do you see those young men? Instead of breaking this up, hey, chicks, stop. You know, this is not a good look. No, they're just taking world star pictures. Got some good rap crap for you. Look up Mac Mill, come on, listen to the lyrics. Well, I can probably do that. As long as he's not corporate. If he's on iStars, let's see what's up. But that's the whole point. The violence, even the music, it's not going to help the situation. We have to get back to the point to where we can, homies from Brazil, Illuminati snitches, rated R. What's up, Brother War? You missed a lot. I mean, you know, obviously this is live stream. What is this? Give him a chance here.
More. M1. Yeah. Knowledge. Supreme mathematics. Wisdom. Chosen. Understanding. Third out. Freedom. Justice. Equality. God knowledge, God body, pyramids upside down, cause it's killing Illuminati. Pyramids upside down, cause it's killing Illuminati. Rocking with my Akis, my posse harder than Gotti's. What? God knowledge, God body, pyramids upside down, cause it's killing Illuminati. Pyramids upside down.
Cool. All right. I was just reading his little legal disclaimer. I understand. Hold on. Oh. All my comments, different videos. My bad. Before I go there, once again, I want to show you guys, you know, part of transparency, as always. I want to show you what's cracking with the channel. I haven't looked at this. This would be the first time for me to look at this as well. So things could have dropped. They could have gone up. Looks like everything's still trending up. 2,192 subscribers, which is kind of cool because wasn't like, it seemed like just the other day I broke 2,000. But 2 million point 6 watch time minutes, 98,000+ views. Revenue for the channel is $284.68. Okay. Don't get no strikes, fam. I'm just yeah, I understand. You know, but I do want to support, you know, rap music that doesn't, you know, that's not bringing in the BS. Not talking about smacking up women or putting them out there on the track and all that. No. I want to hear that. Look, rap has a great energy vibe if it's used correctly. Oh, the top videos for the channel is the new Mark from Anaheim on the Carl Nelson Show. Last 48 hours, 2,000 views. Judge Joe Brown special report, 556 views. And TPIM SR Live from Chaos to Control, I believe, 323 views in the past 48 hours. Man, thank you guys so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart so much for sharing the videos and watching the videos and, more importantly, participating in the videos. You know, that's why I wish we had live chat in here. So, you know, you guys could pass the mic around, you know, and comment, you know, type as well. But then we can have a two-way dialogue as well. Because a lot of you folks in here, the overwhelming majority, everybody in here right now, is totally on point. And I know you guys would have some beautiful things to add to the audio side of this as well. I mean, I can't, you know, there's no doubt. You guys are sharp. You understand what's going on. And I'm just happy. Now, when we get back, the song starts, we don't want no devil's philosophy. We don't want religious hypocrisy. We don't want technology lobotomy. 1% trying to make slaves out of me. Want me to be corporate property. The whole key word there is property. Yes, I agree with that. Corporate property instead of chattel property. See, here's the deal. They always believe there got to be somebody like this, and then they got to be somebody doing the work. I mean, look at Georgie Porgy here. Hold on. There it is. Look at Georgie Porgy. I'm gonna check it out, Brother Leonard, and I appreciate it. Hold on. Just so you know, I'm not playing. Let me go back here. And so I don't forget the link as well. Everything I put in this folder, I come back to.
More. M1.
Now, you are in this worldwide scheme. You know the sad thing about it? America, a nation of debt slaves. There, that's perfect. Hold on 1 second. Let me, so you guys can see that. America, a nation of debt slaves. You think I'm lying? And look at this one. Now, this is the old clock. This is when we were just at this 19 trillion. You know, that's the old clock, man. We blew past that. We blew past that. Hold on, I want to check out this website. Oh, they don't, hold on. Let me do this real quick. United States debt clock. Now, this is real time. This is right where we're at. Look at this. Look at this. As I'm talking. Look how her debt's going up. It's trending up, baby. There ain't no coming down. What, we got $1 trillion? Damn, that is some serious dollars. Interest on loans, that's where it's hitting. Federal pension, look at that. You were giving one measly fucking trillion to fucking Medicaid, and Social Security gets another, and then, oh my God. And then look at the interest on the debt. That's what we're paying to the Federal Reserve, by the way. 352 million. No, that's billions, because that's like hundreds of dollars. Wow. That is crazy. I mean, just that number alone. And it's not coming down. This number's not going to stop. No, I'm just saying, Brother War. Everyone wants to say, you know, this show sounds cringy. You people are crazy. I feel really weird. But are you guys not looking at the same information I'm looking at? Are you not looking at the U.S. debt right there in red just going through the roof? At a certain point in time, there's literally not enough men, women, and resources to cover the debt. Even if we was to sell every soul and everything you own, there's not enough money to cover, or not enough resources to cover the money. That's the problem. Now, fiat currencies will work if they were only allowed to print so many dollars. In other words, you're only allowed to print $4 billion. After that, you cannot print no more money. What? Then how are we going to get all this extra money for research and development for the cybernetics to control mankind? Oh, I meant the Venus Project. You have to understand, guys and gals, that this is the gag. This is the stick. This is the punchline. That is the joke. But the joke affects your life. The joke affects the way you will be living. The joke affects the way you will build a tent for your loved ones and your babies. Let's keep playing games. Because by legal rights, this could be all our collective enslavement to the next masters that take over the banking situation. Legally, we get to hold you Americans in slavery for real slavery. You know, the kind that, you know, they can kill you at will, rape you at will, take your wife, take your children, take your manhood, take, and give you nothing. Perhaps a corrupt religion. Perhaps some horrible eating habits. And perhaps self-hate towards yourself and others like you. And then self-hate, or not just self-hate, but then hate just towards everybody else and envy. We got to get away from this toxic mindset. We have to forgive ourselves, forgive our ancestors, forgive the everything. We just have to forgive and move on. If not, we can sit here going round and around and around. You have to donate $5 from promote your music. Yes. Listen, guys. Like I asked Jane Elliott, you know, why would she do anything, you know, as open-minded as she is, why would she do anything to allow for her kids to have to compete against my kids? And I also asked Dr. Hall that question. I'm not saying don't have people help you if you need help. I'm not saying don't receive help from folks. I just please hear me and understand any help you get from anybody comes with strings. It comes with some sort of attachment. Or else they're not giving it to you. Now, we need an economic revival in this country. And I'm going to start using the new language to get this achieved. The poor United States citizens needs an economic revival. One that's not designed to destroy families and separate young people who are in love, sincere love, but because they can't physically be together, then people start straying and cheating. And then we start getting a situation where you'll have one guy and several baby mamas. In fact, I suggest go so far to say you and a young lady make a baby together, you have to marry her, you have to be together. And you'll get money versus if you're apart, you get money. If we're going to make it to where, you know, we're going to have to promote a behavior. I'd rather promote, even though people, well, it's true, they may not love each other. Well, then too sad, then they don't get money. But as long as they're together, as long as they're trying to make a family, as long as they're both raising that baby together in the same house. I know that's not the total answer. I get it. Hitler had a mom and dad. Genghis Khan had a mom and dad. Stalin had a mom and dad. Chairman Sung. It's all good, Sister Hunt. Or Mao had a mother and father. I'm not talking about on that level, okay? Because just because you have a mother and father don't mean you won't turn out to be a monster. Keep dreaming. At this point, Brother Ward, that's all we got. Yes, as I'm talking, we're almost at $100 grand worth of more debt. Hold on. Damn, there it went. 100 grand more in debt. Oh, there it goes again. There it goes again. There, almost every second, Another $100,000. Another $100,000. Where's all this money going, War? Where's all this money going? Somebody's just made some money. Somebody just made some money. Somebody just made some money. Because in order to have a debt, that means you have to get a loan. And where do we get a loan from? It's called the Federal Reserve. Now, I know if we go down here, no, I'm not interested in all that. I thought we could check out the world. Yeah, here's the world. Here's the world. Here's the world state. Here's the world's debt clock. All right, so we're not alone, folks. Don't think we're alone, because we're not. Now, United States, debt. China, next. No. What? How did Japan jump over China in debt? Wait, something's going on in Japan then. If that's the debt of Japan, $11 trillion, damn near half the United States, something's going on in Japan. It's going to be a global collapse. Yes. Look, United States, 22. China, 9. These are all trillion, by the way. 22 trillion, 9 trillion, 11 trillion, 2 trillion. UK, 3 trillion. India, 2 trillion. France, 2 trillion. Italy, 2 trillion. Brazil, 2 trillion. Canada, 1 trillion. Then we go into Argentina, 407 billion. Australia, all these countries are in debt. All of them. Granted, not as high as others. But one day the debt will be called in, boys and girls. Big bubble is about to pop. You do realize, though, Maurice, once this bubble pops, hold on, baby. Hold on. This is really important to me. I want to pull up what the world's going to turn into once this pops. So everyone knows it's not going to be this cupcake. It's not going to be this wonderful thing. All right? I want you to see this. That's what's going to happen. Let me turn the sound down. That's what's going to happen. Once the bubble pop, you're going to have people out there in the streets fighting over resources. I'm just asking you guys, as a human being who's concerned about you, even though I never met any of you, never met you before in your life, but you're a human being and I have natural love and caring for you. What's going to happen? Are you prepared to deal with that? Are you prepared for this? Seriously. A gun will not get you out of that situation. There's too many people. You wouldn't be able to carry enough bullets. Are you prepared? When the streets are all gridlocked, you won't be able to get out of the city. Are you prepared for this reality? When you're leaving the city, you're trying to get away, or you're leaving the country, you're trying to get even deeper out there into the bush. You know there won't be no restaurants open, right? You know there won't be no gas. So whatever gas you have in that car when this hits, you better hope you might be able to fill it up and keep it moving. Are you prepared for this, my friend? That's all I'm asking. Shotgun's right on point. Or Shogun's right on point, rather. No one is truly prepared. We're kind of spoiled. I'm prepared. I'm just sitting back and enjoying it. War, you are not the typical citizen. You're not the typical citizen, okay? But most of our brothers and sisters out there are ill prepared for various reasons. A lot of brothers and sisters have to worry about the day-to-day, making the money, shuffling the kids, paying the bills. They don't have time to stock up on stuff. They don't. And I don't blame them, because you got to take care of what's happening now. When I'm a part of, I pay taxes. You must be an abnormal anomaly. What war is an individual, a human being that saw the writings on the walls, and he didn't wait for some clown from the Midwest in Missouri to make a show out of naivety trying to spread the truth. He took it upon himself probably years ago to start preparing. The grid is the first to go. No, preach, Sister Hunt. What are you going to do when you hold up this phone? What are you going to do when you hold this thing up? When you hold this phone up and it don't work, huh? Turn this thing on. What are you going to do when you hold this thing up? Oh, my God, it don't work. It don't work. And all it is, it's going to be like this. Help, help. It's going to be off, no power. What are you going to do? You just going to open your hand. See you, Venezuela. I stock all the free government food and won't eat it. Most important thing, young brothers and sisters, and older brothers and sisters, the most important thing you can do is build a network. And this is more than just an old OSS saying. We are stronger together. It's universally and fundamentally true. We are stronger together. Meaning your shortcomings would be negated by my strong suits, and my shortcomings would be negated by your strong suits. We play off of each other, and we do this. It might be, no, war, it's never too late. As long as we have breath, as long as we have intelligence, as long as we have life, as long as we have each other, and a hope for a better future, is never too late. Now, for many, it is too late because they will not hear these words I'm saying, unfortunately. I mean, they might hear my words, but they're not understanding what I'm truly saying. Or they just don't care. I mean, and let's be real. Let's turn back to time. Let's say this is 1957. And we're all like, oh my God, the Russian prime minister is going to, do the nuclear thing in Cuba or whatever. Nuclear war is going to happen. Nuclear war. I'm not saying nuclear war is going to happen. I'm saying they're putting together a biological, and there'll be a nuclear strike, I'm sure. But they're putting together a biological agent. They're putting it together right now as we speak. They're going to be releasing it on people. They're going to be coming out with new vaccines. They're going to be coming out with new GMO foods. They're going to be coming out with robots and cybernetic implants. Now, why do you think all those are happening and occurring right now? It's not because of a technology. It's because of people who have the money to do the research. That's what they want to happen. We could easily come out with technology that could help bring water to places of the earth that doesn't have water. That can bring food and proper medicine to places where there is no food or medicine. Or better yet, get those people in those places and pull them out and put them in areas that are maybe tempered or whatnot, but there's a lot of resources. They can go out there and do something. But see, once again, when people don't speak the same language, nor do they have the same social background, it's kind of hard coming from the bush to New York City. I know they made a couple cute movies of it back in the day, but that'd be more of a culture shock and actual environmental shock than most people can realize. A person from the bush would know nothing about dirty-ass needles in the alley. They would know nothing about HIV condoms chilling on the street. They'll have no clue to how to conduct themselves. Just like if I was to take you out of New York City and throw you in the middle of a tribal situation, you will not know what to do. You will not know what plants to eat. You will not know what insects or what critters out there are poisonous until it's too late. That's why it's so important, brothers and sisters, we communicate with one another and share vital, pertinent information with one another. Not the silly crap who has the biggest ball of a boom. That stuff don't get you nowhere. You got to know what to eat, when to eat it, and how to eat it. You need to know where to sleep, when to sleep there, and when to leave from there. And you need to know, or you should know by now, that you're going to need prayer and meditation. Every scientific advancement, every technological marvel, everything that made this world that we're living in possible started in someone's mind as an ideal. And maybe they reached out to others who helped work on this ideal to manifest in reality. That's how this planet works. That's how our society has been put together. And I'm saying we need to use those same basic principles in forming a new organization where the people of the nation, in particular, United States, but inclusive to the rest of the world. Because if not, then it's like Brother Ward is saying, to sit back and watch the shit show, because there will be one hell of a shit show. And I'm sorry for the language, but I really want you guys to get that point. Hold on. One other thing. I got to do this. I have to do this. Hold on. Trump is building an army. And says he can use military funds. Trump insists he can use military funds and declare an emergency. And that's what he did. That's why our special forces aren't getting a new facility in Coronado Island. Way to go, Trump. We'll get the wall. But our elite soldiers can't get the training in the facilities they need. Prior property planning prevents piss poor performance. Yes, ma'am. Or yes, sir, rather. Thought that was Sister Hunt. But his brother Albert. Right on. Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. That is true. That's why it's important for us to share our knowledge. Do you guys not realize some of your fellow chatters in here have so much information? These men are emotional and effeminate to put in that word. Oh, damn. Hold on. Let's do a search real quick just for shits and giggles. And let's see what comes up when I say emotionally effeminate men. Let's see what images comes up. Ready? What's behind door number 1? Bam. Bam. Now, would you... Look at this. Millennial men have gone soft. That don't even sound right. Masculine women. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the propaganda. You got, Napoleon Dynamite here, 2.0. Then you got the new G.I. Jane. And then you got whoever. But do you not see? These are effeminate men. Women prefer men who are more... I'm sure they do prefer men who are more feminine. That means you can control dude. But they cheat with the masculine bastard, though. Hold on. How men can love their femininity. Oh, my God. Look, I mean, seriously. Men going to be up there worrying about tweezers? I mean, I come from that generation where dude don't worry about being fat. He don't worry about doing shit, but being paid, or being, whatever. And it's mostly, I mean, it looks like it's kind of, you see the face of effeminate men. It's a non-melanated face. I mean, this brother's in jail. What's it like to be gay in a gang? I don't know. Now, this is where it's at. Here we go. Y'all. Oh, this is where, look, you got the guy wearing a purse, wearing shorts, high heels. I don't understand. Hold on. I don't understand what is the purpose. I mean, men getting facials. Oh my God. That's a dude, right? I can't. I'm assuming that's a dude because, I mean, hold on. I can't tell definitively. I don't see an Adam's apple, and maybe that's shadow. Yeah, that's a dude because I can kind of see his mustache and his 5 o'clock shadow. But how come he can't look like that? I mean, dorky, whatever, but, a beard, whatever. How men can appear more attractive. How the Christian masculinity. Now, what is this? Are gay men misogynistic? Well, of course they are. They hate women for the most part. Now, is that a dude or a chick? I don't know either. I mean, like I said, it becomes too damn confusing. Is this a dude or is it a chick? You don't know. You literally don't know anymore. I mean, some are obvious dudes. And moist lives. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Moist lives matter. Holy crap. Yeah. I mean, now hold on. Now let's look at real men. Real masculine men. Wait. Real masculine men. Now see, I don't think that's too masculine. Wearing tight-ass jeans. This ain't cool. That ain't cool. That ain't wild. See what I'm saying? You try to put in masculine men and all they have is like gay porn shit. Hold on, let's say real men. Just real men. Now you gotta be military to be a real man. Real man worship the Lord. Unashamed. There you go. But you gotta go through all this other bullshit to get to that one real picture right here. That's the real man. Looking out the window, making sure his shit's right. You don't have to be half naked. Just like I don't like seeing women. I mean, I used to like it, but now that I'm a father, I don't like that shit because I don't want I know it's selfish and it's hypocritical. Forgive me. But I don't want my daughters to be out there like that. All right. So just like I don't want women busting out with breasts and face and ass cheeks hanging out of the shorts, unless it's behind closed doors. The same thing's true with men. We need to be covered up. We're human beings for a reason. We got all kinds of designs. Cover yourself up and carry your business constructively. There ain't nothing wrong with being a bodybuilder. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being a bodybuilder or whatever that. But some of this, like old boy here with his pants undone, that's not called for. And I don't understand what the March of the Pedophiles. I don't know. Why not, brother? We're animals. You could be an animal. I'm a human. I identify as a child of the Most High, God of the universe. So I'm a human being. Now, you can identify as an animal if you want to. That's your right. I'm not going to lick down on you. But, you know, I'll respect your right and you respect my right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll call you whatever you want. You know, I'll treat you however you want. But unlearn. Real men spoil women with respect, loyalty, affection, and honesty. Full commitment and unconstitutional love. And then I ask to you, sir, what do real women spoil men with? Now, we got to get rid of this old rhetoric crap, man. You just got to be, I understand, Brother War. I know you was joking. And we need those jokes. But I'm glad that joke came out because I wanted, you know, there are a lot of people out here who do look at people as nothing more than evolved monkeys. All right? Well, that's cool. That's their trip. But if I had to call Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, you are going to call me the divine child of God, just like you're a divine child of God. The next one's these guys here, you know, not so much. I'm just playing. You know, everyone's divine children of God until you know, unless you really are the son of Satan. What do you need, baby? What is this? Can I have this? Now, real men smell like diesel and cow shit. Oh, wow. Wow. Wait. Real men use fists. I'm mixed. When I'm fighting a man one-on-one, sure. Fists, let's do that, okay? Like that. But if I'm in, like last night, I wasn't just going outside with my bare hands. This fool could have had a gun or a knife or something. No, you got to be smart. It's better to bring a gun to a fist fight than bring fists to a gunfight. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart about that. Hey, if you look at the world for what it really is, then you would know it is designed by the Most High. Yes. We better be cool before we get some moisture. Oh, yes. But moist lives matter. Hold on. I gotta type that in, man. I gotta type that in to see, just to make sure. Moist lives matter. They actually got a damn t-shirt. No way, man. No way. Moist Lives Matter t-shirts. Get out of here, dude. You have to remember. You have to remember, True, that they are shooting from a distance now. Always know of them, urban snipers who set up distractions. Damn. Not unless we're getting some trolls. This is crazy. I thought, old boy, who brought that up? Shogun. I thought you just made that up off the top of your head, man. But these people are serious about this moistness. What the hell happened to this dude? Why's he got pancakes on him? I don't know. That's crazy. Well, moist lives is a thing, man. All right? And I'm sorry, guys, but this is for the young people. STI. Rate. Wait, S. Okay. STD. Oh, hell no. See, I'm just trying to get I'm trying to get images. You see this? All this disease from perversion. Look at that. Look at that tongue. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Shit. Y'all can't see nothing. Oh, Lord have mercy. You can see that, right? Can you see that? That's what happens when you go out here and you lay with people. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is what happens when you lay with people with no consequence. No consequences is given unto you either. You end up with, oh my God, this is giving me chills. Oh my God. Time for shock and all. This is, it don't get no more shocking than this. Would you shake his hand? Hey, Brother Shogun, give me a handshake. Put it right there, pal. Put it right there, pal. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. No, and then we're getting to the, oh, my God, man, my skin is just crawling looking at this. This is just so nasty. Change the channel. R. Kelly's victims. Well, he had syphilis? Wait, what is that? Cold sores versus canker sores versus whatever. Oh my God. I can't believe people do this, man. You know? I can't believe people. But you know what? It takes the zero. I say this, man. You can call me bullshit if you want or whatever. I say if you can do it, go ahead and abstain from sex altogether. Don't have shit to do with it. If you can't do that, I say you need to find a woman. You marry her. You love her. She respects you, loves you. And you make babies with her, and you make love to her as often as you want. Wendy Williams diseased. I mean, there is no, you go out here trying to be pimp daddy dirty. You're just going to end up dirty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You find a woman, you love her, and you marry her, and you make her yours, and she makes you hers. And you do it like that, and you'll be so much happier. There'll be ups and downs, brother. You'll be, sister, sometimes you'll want to look at that man, smack shit out of him. But in the end analysis, you two would be so much better off than running around here having all this nasty, selfish, only about me sex. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I would rather be a virgin than have to put up with all these STDs. I'm sorry. I would rather do that. It's not worth it. But since we've been talking, guys, look how much the debt's going up. It's just going up more and more. That's $1. That's $10. That's $100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 1 million, a billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, a trillion, and 10 trillion. So we're in the 22 trillion. I just infected my hand. Just remember, marriage is between you two and the Most High, not the government. Yes! Yes. You can get married. You don't need no damn piece of paper. You can go in the bathroom. You can go outside and down there by the creek. You can go up there to the mountain. Just you and her. You and her. And God is right there with you. He's right there with you. And you make your oaths together before him. Now, for legal purposes, you might want to go back down there, get a marriage license, and do that shit. But you don't need no whack-ass preacher who will marry a homosexual that you talk about marrying you, because his word ain't no good no more. He compromised. His word's no good no more. I'm just being. But if he doesn't want to be a preacher, he could be a good word. But he cannot be a preacher talking about this is good. Right? Stop! Get off of her. Now, the same thing is true with anything else. Would you trust me as a doctor if I'm like, hey, I'm the best doctor, but yet the only thing I do, you come into my clinic for a headache and you mess around and die. Everybody comes in my clinic, they always die. No, you wouldn't respect me as a doctor. You'd be like, you're a quack, dude. The marriage, that incorporates the marriage and adds money to yes. Because they don't care about God anymore. Yeah, listen, when you're trying to be the leader of the free world, you don't look up to God. God looks up to you. Remember? That's the blasphemous of it all. You don't have the power, nor the validity to be God. Anybody, hear me now, hear me. God has no business being, oh, you guys are dancing. God has no business being ridiculed the way he's being ridiculed nowadays. It's only because he's so merciful and he's so loving that he doesn't strike us all down instantly, that these cowards still run around here with their blasphemous sayings and their blasphemous lives. But like every debt or every bill, sooner or later, it's gonna get paid. You can cuss out God now. You can say that you're God now. You can play all these games now because you know God is allowing it. But God is taking note. You think I'm joking. You think I'm just a crazy loon from the country because I believe in prepping. I believe that there's economic thing coming down the pike. But you know what? I'm telling you right now to your unholy faces, not you guys. I'm talking about people who's going to listen after this. New people. Who might not believe. I'm telling you to your unholy, blasphemous faces. You think that you're doing something trendy. You think you're doing something cool. I suspect even deep down you're kind of unsure if what you're saying is right. Hey, baby. But I'm telling you, when God deals with you, you're going to probably wish you were never, ever brought into existence. I'm just saying, and I'll be quiet on that. The rest is God's work, not mine. I have other work to do, and that is trying to help humanity see that there is a better way. Universal income for all human beings in the United States, citizens, unless it goes global. If it goes global, then every citizen of the earth, which will encompass everyone, would get a standard-based pay. So, people, oh my gosh, excuse me. People will always have to work. You know, reason why? Because iPhones don't grow on trees. Cars don't germinate in the ground. I had to keep dreaming, brother. I had to keep the dream alive. You know why? Because that's just the way I'm built. I'm just built this way. Now, I don't know what time it is. Oh, crap. I'm going on 2.5 hours. All right. Well, I'm going to shut this down. I want to thank everybody for participating in the chat room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best damn audience in the world. And as always, live your life with integrity, without hate, envy, or greed. And as always, let's try to be kinder to each other. This has been Special Report Live. I'm True Power is Mine. I'm out. Oh, no, wait. At 5 p.m. Pacific time tonight, I will have on Ted Hayes from LA. He's an activist. He works with the homeless. Please join me at 7:30 Central Standard Time. That's when I'll be back with Brother Ted Hayes. Let me pull him up real quick so you guys know who I'm talking about. Hold on. Ted Hayes, LA, homeless advocate. Ted Hayes, unite with LA, the homeless way to end. So we're going to be talking about ways to end homeless. Maybe that would bring some peace and solace to people living in that condition right now, if they can get a hold of this story. All right. So peace out to everybody. Love you all.